I'm Rebecca Brand, and today we're making Jack in the Box curly seasoned fries. For this recipe, you need a potato, a spiral slicer, salt, and then a bunch of spices. The spices today, we have cayenne pepper, we have white pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika. I'm going to add a little extra crunch with breadcrumbs. And then you really need a spiral slicer. And Tao makes my favorite. It's really easy to use. It's got all the new technology for a quick and easy spiral slice. And you need oil for frying. And when I start this recipe, I get my oil hot fast so I can get to the finish line. I used about 4 cups of oil in a big pot. And for that Jack in the Box curly seasoned fry taste, I have figured it out. This is what I think that recipe is, so you try it at home and you tell me if you agree. But this is what I believe hits it right on the money. We have 1 tablespoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and 1 tablespoon of breadcrumbs. Plain. And you mix it up. Those breadcrumbs make a little extra crunch on those curly fries. And if you don't have all those ingredients, make it with 2 tablespoons of seasoned salt off the shelf at a grocery store and add 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and you're in business. Now I'm all excited to use my handy dandy Tao spiral slicer. I have been wanting to make curly fries for a long time and I just didn't know how. And so this thing came out and I said, oh my goodness, now I get to make it. And so I shoved my little potato in, I shoved this thing in, and I have a bowl of ice water for all the starch to leach out of the potato for a more crispy crust. Okay, with my hand firmly on the base here, I am just twisting it. Whoa, look at that. They come out so fast, and I don't even have to peel my potato. Let's go spinning today. This is my spin class. Round 2, shover. And I'm going to put the pressure on the bottom plate just as I'm easily turning that handle. And that's what makes it go through. It is so simple. This is a lot easier than those fry cutters that make them thin. It's like no effort. I love this thing. Round and around she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. All the way to the end. Wow, that's great. And I might got to cut them a little bit. Okay, so they're taking a water bath. That water is getting cloudy because it has all that starch coming out. And then onto the paper towel it goes because we want that water out because then we're going to season it. And then squeeze it dry. A little more paper towel on top and then all fluffy they become. Now I'm going to do a little batch at a time so they're really crispy. So I'm just bringing 1 handful into my little basket. And what is going to be amazing is how this is going to shrink down. So I'm going to toss it a little bit with the spice, but then I kind of want it afterwards too. There, just a little bit. Oh yeah, now let's fry it. So I want to test that oil for hotness, so in goes 1 fry. Perfect. It's sizzling and it came up really fast. So now let's stick them in. 1 batch, which is about 1 handful. These are going to cook so fast. I'm stirring them as those bubbles go down. And this is not a recipe for beginners, I got to tell you, because that oil is hot. The kitchen is the most dangerous room in the house for that reason. They are getting such a beautiful golden brown. Can you see that? Look at that. These are going to be the most crunchy, crispy spiral fries ever. I use the attachment for a skinnier one because I just think that makes it better. That spiral slicer comes with all different sizes to make. But my kids like them super crispy. And I just think you get that with a skinnier fry. Those fat fries you get, they have typically a 2-fry method. To get the crisp on them, forget it. Go my easy way. It's a quicker way to the finish line, and it's a lot less hassle. Wow, look at that. Is that golden brown or what? I'm turning this off because I'm going to have this batch right away. At home, you might want a couple of batches of these. Out they go. Onto a paper towel. And while these are super hot, I'm adding more of the seasoned salt on it. Yum. It's time for a bite. It doesn't get any better than this. It's got the same seasoning as Jack in the Box's fries, but they're even crunchier. I one-upped them. In the description of this recipe, you can find the link to go buy yourself one of these vegetable slicers by Tal. They're really inexpensive and they're super high quality, and I love them. It's my favorite. And they make the very best curly fries and everything else. Subscribe to my channel and let's keep making great things in the kitchen together. Let me know what you think about your curly seasoned fries.